Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to XPS Tech. I'm Vineet, and today's video is a quick update on one of my favorite and probably the most featured Linux distribution on XPS Tech, that is Elementary OS. The first beta of its new version Juno was released last week. Elementary is among the popular Linux distribution that is famous for its beautiful looking desktop. The Pantheon desktop environment is custom built by the Elementary team for the OS and is quite popular in Linux world, not just for its beautiful looks but also the overall design of the desktop, which is very clean, simple and minimal. I personally have used Elementary as my daily driver in the past, and if you have watched my old videos, many of those were made on Elementary OS. So I'm a big fan of this distro and have been eagerly waiting for its new release, which is also the reason why I am making this video today. I have never made a video on beta releases. So in this video, we'll take a tour of the new Juno desktop and check out some of the important changes and new features introduced with this new release. But before I start, I want to give an important disclaimer. This is not the final release of Juno, so many things can change, improve or added to the OS. Also, the beta release is mainly for developers and software testers to test their apps on Elementary platform. So bugs and errors are expected in beta release. Alright, so with that disclaimer, let's start today's video. First, the version number of Juno is 5.0. Elementary has changed the version numbering system of its releases. All previous releases used point numbers. The version number for Loki was 0.4 and Freya was 0.3. It's good that they have simplified the number system to avoid any confusion. Elementary is based on long-term releases or LTS versions of Ubuntu, which is released in every 2 years. This way the OS is quite stable, and also the team has plenty of time to build and test Elementary specific app. The new version Juno is based on Ubuntu's 18.4 LTS version and running the latest Linux kernel 4.15. Alright, so this is the new Juno desktop. Visually, on first glance, it doesn't look any drastically different from its previous release Loki. But there have been many improvements and tweaks to the desktop. In the latest version of Elementary, you will see change in the icons of many apps. Around 850 icons have been redesigned. Also, the color palette now gives 5 shades of each color. This gives a lot of options to the developers to select colors of their choice for their apps. Another big change is the support for Hidpi, which Elementary calls as pixel doubling, which is now a standard feature on modern Linux desktop and is essential for high resolution displays, and it gives you clear and crisp image of your desktop. Now, one of the main selling point of Elementary is its good looks, and Hidpi, or pixel doubling as Elementary like to call it, enhances the look of the desktop by taking full advantage of each pixel of your high resolution screen. Alright, now moving to the top bar, there's a search icon added to the applications menu on the top bar. The top bar of Juno now has this translucency feature that changes according to the background, and it looks really nice. There's also some animation added to the system icons on the right side of the top bar. Also, the volume icon now shows you the media control, so you can play or pause music from here. There has also been changes to the user interface design of applications. Elementary is trying to standardize the layout of all apps. So now you get this settings icon on top right side with option to change background color for some apps or to increase text size, etc., which I think is a great design choice and streamlines the overall desktop, which is good for enhancing the user experience. The script app has been renamed to Code, and there's also a new icon for the app. There have been few improvements to this app. Now, in addition to point, you can also use colon to go to a particular position in your file. There have been many other subtle improvements to this app. The Photos app now has a dark background, which now emphasizes your images better. Now let's go to the system setting app, which also gets few important changes. The night shift mode has been added to the desktop, which makes the screen less stressful to your eyes, especially during night time. By changing the color temperature of your screen, you can also adjust this setting from the top bar. Also on the desktop, now when you press the control key, you get this pop-up showing you all the keyboard shortcuts. For example, Alt plus Tab lets you cycle through the windows. Also, Command plus arrow key takes you to another workspace. You can also customize these shortcuts by clicking on the setting icon at the top right corner. That opens the settings app and takes you to the keyboard shortcut window. Alright, so these were some of the changes in the Elementary's new Juno OS. As I said, this is just the beta release and you can expect many other changes to the desktop when the final version arrives. Alright, so that was all for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, kindly press the like button. If you have any comment, suggestion or feedback, do type that in the comment box. And if you want to see more such videos on Linux, please subscribe to my channel XPS Tech. Thank you again for watching and I'll see you next time.